Hey guys, don't forget to go rate this podcast on iTunes or the Apple Podcast app. We'd also love it if you'd email us any questions about today's show at asksoshesaid@gmail.com. And if you could follow our Instagram page at So She Said Show, we'd love you forever. And without further ado, let's get this party started. Hello. Welcome back to So She Said. I'm Asha.
I'm Tam.
And welcome to the show, guys.
Today we have a little topic for you all, and I'm going to start with the question. Would you date someone significantly younger than you?
How young?
The example that we have tonight is, we want it to be even, so we have a male and a female. So the first one, the female is Black Chyna. Black Chyna from, strip club and later Kardashian fame is 30 years old.
Infamous.
There you go. She's 30 years old, and she is dating a rapper by the name of YBN Almighty J, who is 18, freshly 18.
Yo, I love him. I love that song, Bounce Out with That. First of all, that's my shit. I can't do the dance, but I love the song.
I've never heard the song. I'll listen to it after this for sure, so I can be in the know about why this boy is of any importance. But the male component we have Scott Disick, who is 34 years old, a father of 3, basically divorced from Courtney, dating 19-year-old fresh-faced Sophia Richie.
Oh, toughie.
So, what we doing, guys? How we doing it? I know in America it's much easier, well, probably across the world, it's much more accepted for a guy to date a younger woman.
That's exactly what I was just thinking in my head, actually, because I was like, that sounds creepy when you say her age out loud, but at the same time in America, where everyone will be like, well, technically she's legal and she can do what she wants to and she can consent,
Yeah, but maybe to make it so it's less about the legality of it, because Almighty J is also of legal age. Let's make it about your mental headspace.
But I feel like I talk to a lot of guys and they tell me some of their first sexual experiences were with older women.
Of course.
I find the shit terrifying when they are you okay?
Yes, you were molested.
Yeah.
You were raped.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, she was just a cougar. She was on me
no, you were
taking advantage of.
You were young and feeble-minded.
Yeah, but that's just how these teachers go and touch on their students and shit. If the hot teacher, a hot female teacher is into a younger dude, he's gonna be hype.
Yes.
Tell all his friends,
yes.
Oh, this exotic older woman wants me and blah, 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 blah. And he feels like he won something.
Yeah, they feel like it's a stamp on their masculinity. Yeah, I'm that nigga.
Exactly. I don't even got to deal with these little childish females. I got a grown woman.
Yeah.
But I feel I don't know what the idea is on the reverse end of things, because, you see these old, white men, and then they're with, women that are the same age as their daughter.
Yes, my dad presently dates somebody my age, which is fucked up.
Wait. Why was I just going to bring up mine and be he asked me, oh, she's a couple years older than you. Asha, disclaimer, I got 2 dads.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the one that raised me. I'm talking about the other one.
You're talking about the other one.
Yeah, the other one that, yeah, exactly, wasn't around or whatever. But anyways, we cool now. And he was yeah, I met this girl. She's a couple years older than you. Would you be okay with that? And I'm just I don't really give a fuck what you do.
Why would you ask me are you asking me, am I judging you? Yes. Are you asking me, am I going to do anything about it? No.
Right. I'm not going to call nobody mom. The fuck?
I'm not going to tell nobody grandma.
We could be friends. If we're the same age, we could go get our nails done, maybe go out, hang out together or whatever. But I might look at you
let's make this clear right now. Asha is a lot nicer than me. If you fucking my dad, ain't no way we gonna be friends ever, homegirl. I don't care if you 18.
But maybe that's because I'm in a friend place with my dad. I think at this point in my life, it's too late for him to be a parent.
No, I'm also in a friend place with my dad.
Okay.
I was raised by my grandparents. My dad is just a homie. He's a nigga I know. Sometimes he gives me money. Sometimes we smoke together. He's cool.
Yeah, I still don't even know. I guess that was a while ago because he's married to some Ethiopian chick now or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't even know how I would act towards homegirl if I met her, because I'm just I don't know. You know what I mean? That's
Okay, I always thought it was weird that my dad would try to like make us or make me know his girlfriend, or like when we're on the phone, if she's there, he's like, "Oh, you want to talk to so and so?" Like,
No,
no.
I
Why
don't.
would I want to? And she don't want to talk to me
Don't try to
either.
force that.
Why? What are you doing? Like, this is just no. You guys are together.
But let me say this. I feel like for the most part, like me, like growing up and stuff like that, I've always been into older guys.
So that's why I don't understand the Black China thing. Because I'm like, how could you date somebody that he's like your kid? I've always liked people older.
So this is my scientific theory of sorts. I actually think that men tend to act a lot younger than the age that they are.
Yes.
Maybe like 3 to 5 years. So in my mind, I was like, okay, well, if I want somebody that's on the same maturity level as me, then I should date somebody older. And then
Same.
maybe we can like, have a conversation. But as far as younger, like I feel like I don't know, I'd try to son you. If you
All
were
the time.
Yeah, if you're younger than me, I'm gonna be like, oh, you're a baby. Oh, you're the bro. Oh, it's
Yeah, like I wouldn't even take you seriously.
Yeah.
Like, okay, for just background, I graduated high school when I was 16. So I was always in school with people that were 2 to 3 years older than me. So even then, I had this like theory and idea that I couldn't date someone in the same grade as me because yeah, he's 2 years older than me, but he's stupid. Like he's on the same shit that I'm on. Like so, I have to date somebody at least a little bit older than me, like a year ahead. So maybe we can have something in common because the people my age were like playing World of Warcraft and fucking being sweaty and being gross, like on some childish shit. I wanted to date a nigga with a car.
But what I will say about dating somebody that is your age, I will say like the guys that I've dated that are my age, I've had so much more fun with.
Okay, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Like there was a disconnect when I talked to somebody that was like older than me. Like they'd be like, "Hey, you remember this show?" And I'm like, "I don't." Actually, that doesn't ring a bell for me, sir. Like,
I've only dated someone 3 years older than me, so I don't know if it's that significant.
oh, no, when I was like 24, like I dated somebody that was like 32, so it was like a big age
Yeah,
gap.
so like we weren't watching the same TV shows, we weren't listening to the same music.
No,
I find that to be odd sometimes
because then you don't
have anything in
have
common.
as much in common. Yeah, and then actually, guys, I'm an Uber driver, so I talk to everyone from different walks of life. And I picked up this man the other day, and he was maybe like in his 60s or 70s, like smooth dude, very charismatic, like from New York City. And he was like, yeah, like, I'm dating this girl, and she's like, maybe your age, like 24, 25. And yeah, my age. Anywho, he was like, when I first met her, I was like, honey, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not a sugar daddy. Like, she was like, that's fine. Like, I just like you. And he's like, okay, well, when, in a couple years, like, what are you going to do? Like, you're still young. Like, are you going to change my diapers? Like,
Oh, he's being real at least.
yeah. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to be here to take care of you. But I'm just like, that would be so odd for me. Like, because you're still in your prime. Like, and then, like, you're taking like these steps back to like essentially like take care of somebody when they're older, like how you would take care of a child.
That's exactly how I feel about it, and that's why like I laugh at my dad and I don't take him seriously when he talks about these young girls that he's dating, because I'm like, you have to know that they're using you, and maybe at this point in your life you're okay with that. You just want company, like a cute companion, and you don't really care.
I was gonna say that hot company.
Yeah, what's going on upstairs? You're not really there for that. But I'm like, Dad, you cannot be the old man in the club forever. Like at some point, you're gonna want somebody to get old with and like go visit your grandkids and do old people shit. Like go to oldies concerts of music that you liked.
Right.
If she's my age, she's not fucking with that. She does not want to be involved. And the moment you get sick or you're in the hospital, she's out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you have to be with somebody. I'm not saying she has to be your age. My dad is 50. He's acting like he's 90. Like, you could be with somebody in their 30s. And she's going to be more mature. Like, maybe she can help you mesh those two worlds together. Like, she's younger than you, so she could be fun, but she's old enough not to be immature.
Right.
You have to find, like, a good...
happy medium.
A happy medium. You cannot just go to the Babysitter's Club to get your dates.
The Babysitter's Club.
What
that
the
book
fuck
was
are
lit.
You doing? You look crazy out here.
Yeah, I get that. But you know what? I don't know. I guess you can't necessarily put, like I say, guys, I think you're going to hear this from me several times. I don't think you can put somebody in a box, Like, you're young,
Yes.
you graduated high school at 16 and you've always been a very mature person. So I guess you kind of have to just analyze the situation and assess a person's maturity level.
Yes.
Because they could have been through things and had to grow up very fast.
Yeah.
So someone could be like 3-4 years younger than you as a male, and you could never know the difference because they carry themselves in a different way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But I'm just talking about the average person. Because, like, I don't feel like I'm the average person. Like, the average girl my age is not do what I do. She's not on what I'm on.
Just like most women don't want somebody that's shorter than them.
Yes.
I think the age thing is like,
It's
the
just
same train of
weird
thought.
for a girl because, and just like you said earlier, I also agree that men do mature slower than women. So it's like, if I'm 25 and I date somebody that's 20 or 18, it's like, we're in a totally different life space even. We can't even, like, talk about things on the same level. Like, he thinks about the world in a different way than I think about the world.
Honestly, like, I don't even remember how I viewed the world as an 18-year-old. I just know I was dumb as fuck.
I remember
I was an idiot.
Yes, and it was like I just had a very idyllic view of the world. Like, I just thought things were supposed to be a certain way and people were supposed to be a certain way because that's how I had been taught.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just the slow unraveling of that. Like, day by day by day, I was like getting older and wiser. Like, oh fuck, you're not supposed to do. Okay, I thought adults was this way. All right, I guess not. Okay,
Right.
My car is broke down. I can't just leave it in the street and walk away. I got to do something about it. All right, I guess.
Figure
Okay.
it out.
I'm figuring this out.
Yeah.
But. And even still, I feel like that's a different space for a guy.
But even as 18, though, like, the place that you're in as an 18-year-old, you don't have problems.
No, not real problems.
You're just out here partying, you know what I mean? Like, living your life, experimenting, like, trying to figure out who you are. Like, you're not here for anything serious. Like, you're just here to have a good time. Party and have a good time.
And I don't even think when you're 18, you even understand really the idea of finding yourself and figuring out who you are. Because you think that you know who you are and you are who you are. And you're like, for me at least, my goal was just like making myself happy and doing what I thought I was supposed to do. Like, again, still how I had been raised. Like,
Right.
oh, you got to go to school and you got to get a job and blah, 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 blah. But when I wasn't doing those things, I was wilding the fuck out.
Right.
Like, do you want to get these $300 shoes and you only got $400? Yes, I do. Boom. Do you want to go to the club when you don't got no food at home? I'll take 2 trips to the club. Like,
I'm a girl. I don't have to pay for nothing
I don't have to
anyway.
pay. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna dress cute. I spend my last money on this outfit. I'm gonna get it for free, and somebody will give me food there. It'll be fine.
Oh my God.
That's how I was living life.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah, no.
Like a fool, drinking Four Loko in the afternoons with you. You know,
Okay, can I
doing
just...
the shit.
Can we just take a moment of silence for Four Loko? Because the old Four Loko was some other shit.
With some other shit. You people that are drinking Four Loko now have no idea.
No, didn't they like put something in the shit?
It used to be
They,
like drugs and energy
they
drinks.
found drugs inside of Four Loko. I think they said they put like crack or something in Four
Crack.
Loko. I don't know how like true that
MDMA.
is. Maybe it was like coke. I don't know. Like
Whatever the case was, somebody died, right? Like somebody's heart stopped or something.
some shit like that. It was all over the news.
And then it went off the market. Like, we could not get it at our
Yeah,
local
and then
liquor
I
store.
remember after that, everybody was like, "Oh, I ain't fucking with Four Loko."
They were scared. They were shook.
They, including myself, because we used to go mob down to the liquor store.
Like, we had a liquor store like a block and a half away, just at the end of our street, and we used to mob down there. Those are the only words. We did not walk. We mobbed.
Oh my God! And the taco stand. Remember that when we were poor in college?
To get food. Yes. So any poor college people, I sympathize with you. You got to make the best out of it. You got to have fun, because those are the times you're gonna look back on. Like, I was so broke, and in the moment, I was probably not happy.
Digging quarters out the couch to get dollar tacos.
But looking back, those were like the happiest times of your life. Like, you were just carefree. You didn't care that you only had 55 cents, and you were just trying to find those other quarters to
All
get
you
that
needed
taco.
was another quarter to hop on the bus and go to school.
And
So
it's lit.
we didn't have too many. The point of this is we didn't have too many problems in our younger days.
Yeah, so I can't really see how a woman who is like of a certain age that has children and businesses and responsibilities can be with a kid.
I can't see that either, but I will say this, and I just thought about this. Maybe things change when you're in a certain tax bracket.
Maybe.
I'm thinking because like I saw an interview with like Amber Rose, and like she was just talking about like how dating you know, being single as a woman and, you know, like her tax bracket, like it's
Yeah.
harder for her to find somebody that's genuine and just truly wants to be with her for her. Or men find themselves like, you know, they're like, oh, would you date a regular guy? I think it was on Drink Champs.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're like, would you date like a regular guy? She's like, I mean, I would, but like they're usually like intimidated by me.
Yeah,
And
because
they
you
don't
can't
want
do
to.
anything for
Yeah,
you.
because as a man, like you can't do anything for me that I'm not doing for myself already.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, like I think J Lo did it. Like she dated Casper. Like he was significantly younger than her. Black China is dating whatever the fuck his name is, Mr. Bounce out with that.
Keisha Cole is dating somebody younger too.
Exactly.
Trina is dating somebody younger.
Maybe they feel like because they're younger, they may be more genuine because life hasn't really like hit them as hard yet.
Okay, this is gonna be mean, but this is just my honest opinion. I feel like for those women specifically, somebody younger is gonna tolerate a lot more from them, and there's gonna be a different dynamic in that relationship. So
It's just gonna be about fun.
that, and they've been with other people who are like equal or greater stature. So there's a control element there, and in any relationship, like if I'm paying all the bills and for you to go out and for you to shop and blah blah blah, when I call you, you better fucking answer the phone. When I tell you to be at home, like you gotta come back. Like
Sugar mama.
yeah, and when you're in that spot as a woman, maybe after a while you don't like that shit. So when it's finally over and like you get your own space to breathe and like you're single and like you said you're still of a certain tax bracket, so nothing really changed in your life. Like you're not fucking nobody for the come up no more.
Exactly.
You're just looking for somebody who really is gonna fuck with you and be there for you.
Exactly.
And it kind of
the dynamic
has to
changes
be.
because you don't necessarily need somebody that has money or is like on the come up to have like a successful career because
Yeah.
you've already checked all those boxes off for yourself and you got it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, yeah, if you have something too, I guess that's a double bonus, but I don't necessarily need
Yeah,
you
I don't
to.
need it. So even I feel like for those women, even their going out to find a person was probably different. That dynamic, like they weren't looking for the hottest guy or the most flashy guy or whatever. They were looking somebody who was really like on some deep shit. Maybe writes poetry to them, or is maybe like I love you the way you are.
Oh my God, when I grow up, I want to be an astronaut. Like,
You know,
like they're
something?
just like,
Or maybe he's
they
just
still
like-
have dreams and aspirations and like, oh, want to talk. You know how you are when you're 18, you're just fucking carefree. You just go with it. You're here for the spur of the moment.
Or what I feel like with the guys specifically, because again, like I'm a kid of the 90s and all these girls were kind of popping when we were growing up. So for any guys my age or younger dating these girls, it's like they came up because they're dating like that bitch. They're dating a celebrity. So they don't really care about the extra stuff. They're like a fan. Like, oh my God, like I'm with Trina every day. Like I get to smash the baddest chick in the game, like Diamond Princess. I used to watch her videos with my homeboys when I was young. Now I'm here with her every day. It's like a dream come true. Like Nick Cannon with Mariah Carey. He was just so happy to be there.
Though, they don't even look the same. It's not like they in their prime no more when they was
but they're
popping.
Exactly, but they're just happy to be there. Look at Nick Cannon, how happy he was to be with Mariah. Like he went on every TV show.
Left that ass too.
What? And they were like, "Who's your celebrity crush? Who you want to be with?" He's like, Mariah. Got her name fucking billboard tatted across his back. And then when he got his fill, he's like, "Okay, I'm done with this." Checked off that icon box.
That was such an awkward pairing.
But I feel like it's the same thing with these other chicks. Like, Chyna, your body and his body, cut off your faces. They don't even look like they go together.
Her body is so gross to me.
It looks like you would kill him.
Her ass is like so unnatural. And you know, people talk about the Kardashians and their asses and shit being fake, but their doctor did a way better job. I'm just gonna say that.
Chyna has to pop out.
Her shit don't connect with her thighs.
No, it's popped all the
It's
way out.
gross.
And again, a child of the early internet. On World Star back in the day when Chyna was just a regular stripper before she got a little bit of money, she was a little bit more dark skinned and she still had a popping body, but it was way more proportionate.
So do you think she bleached herself?
Yes, most definitely.
Ooh.
Either she bleached herself or before she just didn't have money at all and now she's paying for like some high level skincare.
I feel like bleach is like the Hollywood trend amongst like, you know, people of color. POCs.
But I feel like it's been that way since my grandma's time. Like, people accuse Diana Ross of bleaching her skin because she used to be dark skinned too, and all of a sudden she looked like Tracy Ellis Ross.
Nikki was brown as fuck.
Nikki looked super Trinidadian. Mm-hmm. Like she looked sun kissed, like copper.
Nose and all too.
Nose.
Let's just put that into play.
Everything, booty, boobs, everything. Nikki was skinny like me before. Now she looks like a thick Southern girl. And then I don't know if you've seen her new video, Barbie Tings.
Nah.
She looks like her body looks crazy. Like she went and got something done to her hips, ass area to make it look more proportionate. So now she just looks stocky. Like her thighs are mad big and her hips are super big and look, she's short. So
listen,
I'm like,
for me, if I ever decide I want to alter anything about myself, I'm heading to Dr. Miami first and foremost,
Boom,
period.
boom.
I don't really care how much money it's going to cost me, but I have to have like an excellent job done.
Look,
I need you to make it appear like I've been in the gym. Like, and I haven't.
Straight up.
Yeah, like
straight up. Somebody told me recently, I'm talking to them about plastic surgery, right? Because I've wanted to get fake boobs since I was like 9, 8 years old. So I'm talking about this casually, and they're just like, oh yeah, you could go to Tijuana and you can get breast implants for $1,500. Or you can go to Dominican Republic, and my friend got her whole body done for $5,000. I was like, and you could also die.
Yo, my coworker, straight up, she's from, where's she from? I think like Colombia or something.
Okay.
And she told me like that she was gonna like go get like, you know, her nose done. And like over there. And I was just like, she's like, yeah, it's only like 400. I'm like, seriously?
I just watched a documentary yesterday. Brazil, super cheap plastic surgery. This girl got all over liposuction for $1,500.
God, I don't trust it.
I just can't. Like, I need to be here. And like she said, I'm also planning to go to Dr. Miami. Shout out to you. Maybe you can like sponsor an episode or something.
The real Dr. Miami.
But we want to see you. I'm obsessed with your snaps. That's how I found out about you. And I'm coming to you because I trust you. You're in America. And if I die on that table, I know one of my relatives or something, he gets some money.
You know, and I always question, I was like, I don't know if I want him to be on Snapchat. Like, nigga, you need to be focused if you're cutting me open and shit.
It's not, okay, I used to think the same thing, but he's
you
not holding the phone.
But, true, but then I was like, hold on, then there's evidence if you fuck some shit up. There's evidence on camera.
Record my whole surgery. So when you're over there diddy bopping to Fetty Wap and you fuck some shit up on me, right there, Your Honor. That's where he cut the wrong cord. And that's where she got hurt. He was over there two-stepping.
I'm like, he just be having too much fun in the surgery
He be
room.
popping in there, but that's why I want to go to him, because I feel like he's got it that much down to a science.
Listen.
And he's rolling those bitches out.
Miss
America.
If the day ever comes where I have children and my breasts start to sag and my stomach is like all stretch mark the fuck out and shit.
Look like a trash bag, like a used
Call me
trash
superficial, but I'm going to need a tummy tuck. I'm going to need a breast lift, and I need everything to go back to how it was. I don't even know. I think they even do vagina,
vaginal rejuvenation.
Yeah,
I will definitely be in for that if I ever have a child.
I just don't. God, and we're clearly inexperienced. We don't have children, so we're just imagining the worst of how things could be.
Look,
it may not even be this
I've
bad.
seen some of y'all in the streets, okay? Pre-child and post-child. It ain't the same. And I'm not trying to live like that. Exactly. I don't deserve it.
Like, I just don't know if, like, she looks cute right now. I don't know if a child's gonna like fuck her up or not. Like,
Look, one of my friends got pregnant in high school and, well, right out of high school, whatever. And we used to watch A Baby Story, and I was horrified by what I saw on that shit. That should not be on TV.
The pregnancy pack freaked me the fuck out.
That's some crazy shit. How you make a pack to get pregnant? Never in life. But anyways,
so weird.
I would never, ever, ever want my vagina to go through what I've seen on these shows. So I don't care.
Cut me open. C-section.
Looking.
Cut me open.
I don't want to get cut open, but if I got to, I got to. But at the end of the day, whatever that 6 weeks is or something, let's extend mine to a full 3 months, because I'm going to get my vagina back to its original state.
But what if you have others? What if you have other children?
I'm having all my kids in one fell swoop.
Okay.
So we only getting skinny one time.
Right.
And I already know. I don't want to have I used to want to have a big family, but now that I'm older and understand the financial implications of that, no. I got a 2-kid maximum, because I don't want to be an only child like me.
True. I mean, I've always thought like 3 would be cool, but I have to have the support there. Otherwise,
yeah, like I didn't want to have an only child because I'm an only child, and I feel like that's so fucked up. But the financial ramifications of a child at this point, like, this ain't the 90s. Like, you can't just get your kid a bike and some Adidas and they're gonna be fine. Like, niggas want iPads, iPhones, they want touchscreen TVs.
Listen, y'all need to stop giving your kids phones. I had to fucking beg for a phone till I was like fucking I didn't get a phone till I was like, what, like 12, like 10, 11, 12, one of those ages. And everyone else around me was starting to get, this is when cell phones like were like first.
Right, like people had razors and chirps.
Yeah, like around. No, not even. It was just like the basic like
A flip phone?
flip
My
phone.
first phone was like a flip singular phone.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I couldn't go back to that ever. T9 word just made
Ooh,
life so
no.
annoying. You know what? I think that's where my hatred of text messaging first started. Was back when you had to like hope
Type
and
of
pray
name.
that T9 word would guess the word that you're trying to say and then it wouldn't. And I'm just like, just fucking call me.
So see, Scott being 34, he remembers those times. Sophia being 19 does not. So what are they talking about other than fucking?
They're just having sex. They're just having a good time.
That's it. That's all you can do.
But I feel like because Scott may be like still like less mature, he can get
Ooh.
with the less mature person.
Yeah, well, I feel like Scott is just about the party and the good time and the bullshit.
And after being with Courtney, I'm sure he just wants somebody that's here for fun.
Yeah.
Because she was a bitch.
Yeah, she was. Let's not lie.
Fucking Scott. Like every single thing he did.
Well, as a person who I don't watch it anymore at all, I haven't watched it in years, but I used to love the Kardashians when it first came out, and Scott used to cheat on her all the time. Like he would be caught every other episode with this girl, with that one. So I think they just had bad history, and she just wanted to have those kids with the same person, so she kind of used him.
They slept in separate rooms.
Yeah, and she would still be
she
being
made
fucked up
him
to
a different bed. Like,
and she's like, she would be like, "Don't come out of here. Why are you in my room? Get out of here, Scott."
We just agree that Courtney is probably like the most savage Kardashian?
So Chloe's my favorite. Now it's definitely Courtney because she's the only real one to me. Like she keeps all of that shit at bay. I read an article with her where she was like, "I would be happy if the show just stopped right now. Like I honestly don't want to go forward with it, but we're so like deep in their contracts and everything. She's like, I guess it has to go on, but I don't really care anymore."
Right.
And like she has her own life. You see, she's on her super health shit. Like her kids don't eat.
She just has her kid. She's just a mom, has her kids, and minds her business.
And that's it. And looks cute. Dresses fly.
She's
all
the best,
time.
hands down. She's the best dressed out of all of them.
Yeah, we're not gonna make this episode about y'all. But yeah, Courtney was just that bitch. And maybe Scott. She's significantly older than him. She's like 5 years older than him. So maybe she was too mom, and he was just still trying to be out and party. And she was like, her biological clock was ticking. She wanted to have some kids.
Scott's awesome though. He's fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious. When I watched Rob and Chyna, and Scott is over there at Rob's house installing a fucking nanny cam to wake him up in the morning, like, Robbie, you need to wake up and work out. And Rob is like tripping, like, where's that voice coming from? Why are you in my house?
Rob is the best.
Only Scott. When Scott
No, not Rob. I meant Scott.
When Scott went to London and he was fucking like, he got himself to be a Lord Disick, and he's like trying to ride on the little statues and stuff, trying to get his own family crest. It's just great. It's great TV.
May the Lord be with you.
May the Lord be with you. Like, that shit is classic. That's never gonna get old. But I'm like, Sophia Richie. And then I'm like, Lionel Richie as a black dad, you're okay with this? And I saw him on the red carpet. Someone asked a question about it. And he was like, oh yeah, it's just a phase. And like shrugged it off. And I'm like, is that because you went through so much with Nicole? Now you're just tired of it? And you like, these girls don't do what they want?
Did he ever have his own children?
They are his kids. Well, Nicole is not. But Sophia
that's
is.
what I'm saying. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
He had Sophia with like his white wife. And another boy. The boy is kind of cute, but he's kind of weird.
I've never seen her before. It's Sophia Richie.
Sophia Richie. She's very cute. I think she wants to be like somewhat involved in fashion. I recall her saying that she didn't want to be known as just another one of those young girls who has a stylist. So she's very into dressing herself and curating her looks. I think probably a lot of that has to do with her sister Nicole having her own fashion lines and being very fashionable and beautiful and all that. Mm-hmm. But I just don't get this whole Scott thing. It's kind of creepy. And I seen her out the other day, like stepmomming it with Penelope. So I'm like, what part of the game is that? You got you on babysitting duty now?
I mean, she's just on her Kylie shit. Her and Kylie had a meeting, and
they did. They pieced up.
Yeah, Kylie gave her like the situation.
The lowdown, like, look, you throw some birthday parties,
exactly,
you shake hands.
Exactly.
Just make it easy.
She's like, you don't actually have to be mom. Like,
you're just here for the picture.
Just wait until after you break up with the nigga, then have a baby with somebody else.
Have a baby with somebody else. And hopefully, Sophia, you pick more wisely than Kylie. We talked about that last week. She had a major slip up.
She's pretty.
She's gorgeous. And she's very fashion forward. She's super cute.
Uh-huh.
She has a nice personality. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Can we talk about these celebrity kids? Like, what's her name? Bria Murphy.
Oh, she's super pretty, super cute.
She ain't her mama though.
Not her mom, and I'm glad she gave up the modeling in favor of painting, because I feel like her paintings have way more to add to society than another girl walking around in like skimpy clothes trying to model. We don't need that, Bria. We need you painting. We need you like in an art exhibit, making black art more popular, getting curated shows, like get us up on that art world, because your dad already got money. You don't got to be out here.
I'm not taking anything away from her beauty, but fuck, like her mom
is amazing.
Nicole, Mickey Murphy, she's goals.
Yes, like I have a picture of her in my phone. That's how I want to look when I'm 50.
Yes,
she's that bitch.
What? I have a fucking pixie cut. I'm just like, okay, like I need this to be like the goal. Like,
yeah, she's beautiful, hands down.
Yeah, dude. And then like, what's her name? Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz.
Yes. Beautiful. Again, I love her style.
Yeah, she's gorgeous to me. That's fucked up. I'm just like, she ain't her mama either.
No, you can't. Everybody can't be, but she has her own thing, and I love it. I love it. She's very unique. She doesn't try to look like everybody else, dress like everybody else. I love it.
What was her mom's name again?
Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet was a fucking legend.
Yes, in the black community.
Yes.
She will always be in that Hall of Fame with like Halle Berry.
Just fucking classic and beautiful. Does Jasmine Guy have a daughter?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, how sad.
But do you remember Shame, the movie Shame?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who's in it?
There's this pretty light-skinned lady, I don't know her name, but she's super duper pretty, and she has a daughter, and she's super cute.
Okay.
The girl from My Wife and Kids is cute. I see her on Instagram. She be on the Shade Room all the time.
Oh, yeah, the little girl that grew up. I don't know her name. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But to make a long story short, me myself personally dating somebody younger, at the most I do 2 years.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
2, 3 tops, and that's pushing it.
And you got to have everything popping. Like you got to be Drake and be younger than me.
And be mature. Like, but I'm not about to go and date a teenager. That's just weird. It's really weird.
It would just annoy me
completely.
Like, I would have a kid, and I don't want that. Like, no.
Oh, God. But anyways.
Good luck with y'all's relationships, though. I hope they last into, old age for both of y'all.
I think Amber and 21 are going to go far, actually.
I thought they was broke up.
No, I thought they were together.
No, they're broke up.
Are you sure?
She be posting that I miss you, I love you shit on the internet. He don't even follow her back. He posted, like, if you fuck me over once.
Look, Amber, maybe you just got to stop your whole shit. And the slut walk and all that shit.
Yeah, you gotta tuck it in.
I thought Wiz really loved her. Like,
I made a bet with Brandon that her and Wiz was gonna be together along in Kim and Kanye, and I had to give up my fucking $20.
That's so
because I want to fuck shit up.
Yeah, I thought they were really cute. I thought there was really love there, and then Wiz was just like, wait, can we talk about how fine Wiz is?
Now, yeah, he's working out, and I saw him live. He was the skinniest, scrawniest person. He looked like a skeleton, and now he's getting that weight up. He looks delicious.
Yes, he does.
And the dreads finally coming in correct.
I never saw that coming.
No, because he's cushion orange juice. He
was just
cannot get it.
Skinny and stoned, and it was just like, all right, you cool, but
he was like an unattractive Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Now he could get it. Cushion OJ, Wiz Khalifa could not touch me.
But was Snoop ever on the radar?
On the radar of what?
Looks.
Yes. If you ask some ladies,
I mean, his edges be laid, but
edges be laid. Goddamn.
I mean, Snoop got some fire hair. He got a really good grade of hair. His hair is very nice.
Oh, it hurts me. She said his edges be laid. Goddamn. His whole head be laid. I've seen him with some pressed out plaits before. I'm like, damn, my hair has never been that popping.
He used to be in the music videos and his curls would be on point.
They would be bouncing.
I swear, I probably hated on Snoop Dogg for years just because I'm like, my nigga, how is your hair always so popping?
Who does your cuts?
Who does your press? Fuck the bullshit.
To me, it's all in one.
Because he's never had a cut. A
cut. His hair, he be having blunt cuts. His ends are always perfect.
Yes.
And that helps with the styling.
No split ends.
No split ends.
None of that.
None of that shit is uneven.
Off top, Snoop has the healthiest hair in the game. I'm just going to be real about it. He does.
Oh, shit.
It's the truth. I think I saw something in the comments about his let's talk about that. his interview with the Breakfast Club.
I didn't watch it, but I seen some clips, and the clip I saw was him talking about Kanye, saying he don't got no black woman in his life, and that's why he out here acting a fool. And I agree wholeheartedly, Snoop Dogg. Amen.
Snoop said, he was like, you know, if I would have said any of that shit, he's like, my wife would have checked me like right now, like right now. And I can't disagree with that statement necessarily, but you know, on the other side of things, y'all be trying to say we're too controlling and too loud and this, that, and the third, and we're not submissive enough. But
AKA, we not gonna let you make a fucking fool of yourself.
And that should be fucking important.
You should care
Period.
about that. And if you're dating teenagers and whatnot, she's not old enough to care about that, so she's not gonna know.
But it raised an interesting question that he said that EA doesn't have any black women in his life. Because I'm just like, so my nigga, like, you don't talk to the rest of your family?
No, that's obvious.
That's crazy.
That's obvious.
Like, you really should probably connect back with your family back in Chicago, honestly.
That probably would have nipped this whole situation in the bud. But we talked about Kanye before. He's a lost cause.
Well, yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's married to the queen of the Kardashians now. So she'll find a way to patch this up, or they'll make a storyline out of it and they'll be divorced and we'll get to watch that horror show.
Is it like fucked up that I keep like hoping that they'll have like a celebrity relationship and one day Kanye will just realize like that he needs to like go back to like
being regular?
Yeah.
Like he checked himself.
It's fucked up to say out loud, especially on the microphone.
Look, it is what it is, guys.
But I'm just saying, I was like, well, I mean, you know, celebrity relationships don't like last forever. But I think he does really like love Kim. I will say that.
Yeah, I think he's obsessed with her. But even the strongest obsessions can fade. So I'm just here watching and waiting.
And that would be really sad for Kim because that means she would have had 4 marriages already, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well,
Anywho,
this ain't the first time. You got over it once, you get over it again, girl. You got this. Boom.
Oh, no, she wasn't married to Reggie.
No, they were going to get married. So she married somebody significantly older than her when she was like 19. Some random black guy that was a producer or something. Teen Love.
Oh, Kim?
Yeah, and then she married the guy on TV, Chris Humphries. And she married Ye. And then she'll have a next victim if they break up. So this is
so it's only been 3.
Third marriage.
Oh, it's only 3, girl. That's not that bad.
Only 3. What kind of shit is that?
Marriage is at that point, I don't even think I would want to get married.
Why do you
anymore.
keep doing it? Just stop. Are you gonna J-Lo this shit and just marry all your boyfriends?
Just knowing myself, I feel like after the first marriage, I would have been like, ugh, like I'm really hesitant about doing this shit again.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have given somebody else a chance. But then after the second marriage, I'd be like, if I met, and that shit didn't work out, I'd be like, you know what? I think we should just be cool. Like,
yeah, like why do we got to do the marriage thing? Because that seems to be where things go
fuck
wrong.
Up something that's good.
Look,
I already had the fairy tale wedding, all that other shit. Like, I
wore the dress I wanted to wear.
Yeah, if this thing isn't gonna last, it's just not gonna last.
So, do you feel like Chyna and this kid will at any point like be engaged or make the public believe that they're engaged just to make this last longer?
Absolutely not.
No.
Okay. Chyna's here for the dick and the good time.
And the good time. Okay.
Period.
And same for Scott and Sophia. Do you think one day Scott and Courtney may patch things up and Sophia will just go get herself a nice young boyfriend?
Court is very happy with her man right now.
He's cute too.
He is.
And he's younger than her.
He looks way better than Scott.
Yes, he does.
I'm just saying she should have did that shit a long time ago.
And he's younger than her and he seems like he's fun and he's keeping shit popping with her.
Yes. You know what? And honestly, like I was kind of disappointed that Courtney like chooses like not to participate in events like the Met Gala because I feel like she's one of the few.
Oh yeah,
that
she would shut it
has,
down.
Like, true style. However, I thought that was kind of badass that she was just like, I'm not fucking with it. I'm going hiking with my man in Arizona and we're gonna take some cool blog worthy photos for my Instagram. That's like all I want to do. Like,
yeah. Courtney is that bitch, period. She don't care. Her house is sick.
Exactly.
Her clothes are sick.
She's like, I'm fine. I don't have to go to these little events to entertain y'all.
No, she has adorable kids. She has a real good life. So I don't think she feels like she needs to put the show on for us like the rest of them. Mm-hmm. But she got her a cute young man. So the cougar life looks good on Courtney. And if that's what the cougar life could get you, ladies, I might be here for it.
Yeah, period. Honestly.
But as for these others, my vote is a no. My vote is a no for Chyna and Scott.
It's a no, dog.
It's a no.
Scott, I I just,
15 years? That's too much.
I can't take Scott serious. Period. Like, he's just, let me stop saying period. Oh, I'm annoying.
Scott, yeah, he's just too much. Like, you're alcoholic. You're a father of 3.
Yeah.
It's just pull it together at some point.
Scott is going to be Scott. Like, and
he's going to be the old man in the club like my dad. He's going to be 50 and still dating chicks Sophia's age.
Maybe. We don't know. Sophia could be the one that just captures his heart. You think
know. Like Robin Thicke and that young girl that he's with now that has a baby?
I guess. I don't know. Oh, wait. Last but not least, I'm going to say this. 2 things. I just wanted to bring up the fact that we were talking about Scott, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, oh no, Robin Thicke. Did you see how Paula Patton cut her hair?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I do not.
Okay. And we're just in the middle of haircuts. How'd you feel about Tamar?
I do not like that. Tamar. But if you're doing this for self-esteem issues and all of that, you're gonna rock the baldy for a little while, okay. But I feel like Tamar will be back in a wig in no time because she's vain.
Yeah.
So this little haircut thing, maybe she was just too wrapped up. And she's going through a divorce. You know, chicks do random things. We all saw Waiting to Exhale.
When they're heartbroken and cut their hair, right?
Cut your hair because you feel like you're proving a point to somebody. I don't know who, but whatever. Little Tay-Tay.
Right.
You cut your hair. We'll see you back with a blown 30-inch. Top of 2019.
I think well, you know what? Sometimes her wigs just went too far.
They were too wiggy.
Too much. Yeah.
Well, I feel like the whole thing was over the top, and people probably talked so much shit about it that she was probably just like, I don't need this no more. Like, I'm not trying to impress Vince. I'm not trying to impress Shaw. I'm not trying to impress nobody. But the second she's back out there on that dating market looking for a man, the wigs will be back in full effect.
Yo, you know what? Honestly, like, I would just hate to be in Tony's shadow like that. Because Tony's the finest one. And she had her short haircut. Everybody loved it. Yeah. I think that's kind of the route that Tamar should have took, you know?
Yeah, she should have definitely.
Instead of the buzz
Pixie
cut.
instead of buzz.
Pixie first.
Yeah.
But I feel like she was trying to separate herself from Tony. Because Tony did that already.
Maybe.
But the Amber Rose isn't for everybody.
No, the Amber Rose only works on Amber Rose because she has the body to go with that shit. I've been told by several men that they would never fuck with a bald-headed chick under any circumstance. But Amber Rose looks so good that they wouldn't even care about her hair. They're not looking at her hair. They're looking at the rest of her.
So much to the point where I think that Amber looks weird with hair.
Yeah, when I see her with hair, I'm like, whoa.
Take that shit off. Like,
because then you just look like every other girl. There's nothing special about you.
Exactly. I kind of feel like Ye put her on, though, with that haircut that she had.
No, she had it when she met him.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she was in the Stronger video, I think, and it never came out.
Oh, okay.
And that's how they met. She was stripping.
Okay, I thought there was like some influence there because you know how he dresses Kim nowadays.
Yes, and that seems very over the top and very odd.
Like, chill. Like, you're not a woman. Like, let her do her own thing.
And he checks everybody. I've even seen him check Chris. Like, why are you wearing that? That's not age appropriate. Like, nigga.
Well, somebody needs to.
Your life isn't age appropriate. What the fuck you talking about?
With Chris, though.
Chris been popping out here wearing see-through leggings and everything else. That's how she got these kids. She taught these girls how to hoe. She is the original.
She's like, listen, little bitches.
Listen, little bitches. Let me show you how to get.
I pulled Robert Kardashian
as a flight attendant.
This is why y'all are here. Oh, she was a flight attendant.
Yeah, she pulled this rich lawyer.
Well, damn, Delta, are y'all hiring or no?
Holla at me. Holla at me.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up here. This is one of our little mini episodes.
Yeah.
But I'm Asha.
I'm Tam.
And this has been So She Said.